आप तो पहले गा के पढ़ते थे मौलवियों की तरह। सुनाया ना उस तरह क्या रहा।
यस किया गया कि वादी गज़वान की सिफ्त किया। फरमाया रसूलुल्लाह ने सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के वादी गज़वान जहन्नम की वादियों में से एक वादी है। उस वादी के 10,000 शहर हैं, हर शहर के 10,000 मोहल्ले हैं, हर मोहल्ले के 10,000 मकान हैं, हर मकान की 10,000 कोठरियाँ हैं, हर कोठरी में 10,000 संदूक हैं, हर संदूक में 10,000 सांप हैं, हर सांप की 10,000 आँखें हैं। इसके बाद जब ये सारी तफसील हजूर ने बयान पेश करेंगे, हक है या रसूल अल्लाह, आपने सब बयान करवाया है, इसके बाद बैठ अर्ज किया गया कि वादी गज़वान क्या चीज़ है।
The question asked of Hazur as to what was Wadi Ghazwan.
हजूर अलैहिस्सलाम ने फरमाया माअज़ल्लाह के वादी गज़वान जहन्नम की वादियों में से एक वादी है।
Ma'azallah, Rasul Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied that Wadi Ghazwan was one of the valleys of hell.
जिसके 10,000 शहर हैं।
In it are about 10,000 towns.
हर शहर में 10,000 मोहल्ले हैं।
There are 10,000 districts in each town.
और हर मोहल्ले में 10,000 मकान हैं।
And each borough has 10,000 houses.
और हर मकान में 10,000 कमरे हैं।
Each house consists of 10,000 rooms.
और हर कमरे में 10,000 संदूक हैं।
Each room has 10,000 boxes.
और हर संदूक में 10,000 सांप हैं।
Each box contains 10,000
और
snakes.
हर सांप की 10,000 आंखें हैं।
And each snake has 10,000 eyes.
इस पर वो सवाल करने वाला कहने लगा हक है या रसूलल्लाह, उसने बैठ कर लिया।
Not as early as that, you know. He went on building the questions further and further, and after each answer, according to that book, he repeated this hak hai ya Rasulullah. So 1,000 times he, asked him a question after a question, and 1,000 times he said hak hai ya Rasulullah. Yes, you are right, you are right. And in the end, he said, now everything is solved, so I'll accept I'll get initiated at your hand. This is how it goes. Yes. Now, this is the type of commentary, commentaries which are popular among the Muslims of today, even today, in this age of light. And this is the darkness from which Hadhrat Masih Maud has led us to the true light of the Holy Quran. And they still believe that there is no useless Ahmadiyyat, there is no need for Ahmadiyyat or anything. These are some very popular books which have been mentioned by Maulvi Sahib, and if you read it all, you begin to perspire. It's impossible to digest anything, such a thing by the same person, and you will perspire in shame because this is being referred to Huzur Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All this filth and all this absurdity. And this is the concept of their prophet, the very best of them. So this is just not an ordinary solitary thing which has happened. Take any standard commentary of the Holy Quran of the old days, and you will come across certain things, not to this extent, but of the same nature. Almost everywhere. So many such things. If a sane man with some modern knowledge of the universe goes through that kind of commentary and believes that this is exactly what is meant by the Holy Quran, he would invariably end up an atheist or seek truth elsewhere, somewhere else. So I made him recite this, not just to make you laugh, but to make you realize that to comment on the Holy Quran is a grave responsibility, and it requires an inner light as well. Unless you are led by God, you can't make a true commentary. You are led into this hocus pocus if you do it on your own. Yes, please. Huh? Yes. I know Tafsir Kanman देखा हुआ है. Yes.
Assalamu
You have Islam.
alaikum. In the commentary of the Surah Al-Fajr, Hadhrat Khalifatul Masih Radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu speak about few victories of Ahmadiyyat.
Speaks about?
Few victories
Yes.
of Ahmadiyyat.
Yes.
I do not remember he says 16 years, after 16 years.
So when you remember
the last
that,
one is the 46 years.
when you don't remember it, why to pose a
So
question?
the last one which I remember, which really concerns us now.
The 6 years from the time of the commentary?
Yes,
All right. Which will work up to?
to 90 or 91. 18.
Why or?
Because when I look at the book when it was published, it was 1945.
Was it the date of publication or date of
That's what I
commentary?
don't know, sir. I like to ask you, what was the date of the commentary which he wrote?
That has to be investigated, because when the book was published, the commentary was not necessarily made in that particular year, because he used to sit and make commentary from time to time, and in the mosque sometimes he wrote a commentary by himself. So it's difficult to judge exactly when it happened, unless scholars of history like Maulana Josnul Sahib applies his mind to it and tell us exactly.
He speaks of a great victory of Ahmadiyya.
Yes.
After 46 years.
What's your opinion about it?
Probably this was 1945 when published this Tafsir Kabir in Qadian.
That is what he says, it was published.
Exactly.
There is no probability about it. What he's asking is this: was the commentary made in the same year as the book was published, or the commentary was made earlier than that? That is what we don't know. Yes. Probably, as far as I remember, the commentary belongs to the same year. But it has to be investigated. Maybe it took some time before the commentary was compiled and turned into a book.
I have a photograph about this page. I shall send to you.
No, but from that photograph I will not know. It has to be found out from people like Maulana Sahib, who used to work with Hazrat Sahib at that time. He would remember it. You better write to him and find out exactly what happened. Yes. Thank you. अच्छा जी चलें फिर अब